Hey, we're building outdoor furniture again. You saw me build this, that, these, and now you're gonna see me build this. All next on Home Pro Hero. So all we're doing today is building the lounger. If you stick around to the end, I'll tell you exactly how much it costs and how long it took me to build it. A lounger that's actually gonna be exactly built like the couch and the chair I built last year. If you wanna know how to build those, check out the playlist. Step-by-step directions, including the price. Hey, the tools you need for this project: tape measure, compact, chop saw, or a circular saw if you don't have one.
Just like the tools, the lumber package is easy too. I need 9 of these 2x6x8s. I need 2 of these 2x2x8s. That's all you need.
It's all cedar tone. I buy it from Menards. It's basically green tree, but it's just brown in color. Hardware is real simple. 2 boxes of screws. One are 2.5-inch deck screws. The other ones are 2.5-inch trim screws. I got a 4-inch black hinge. And of course, my trusty friend, liquid nails. So I determined exactly what I needed for this project by design on SketchUp. Then I used ChatGPT to optimize my cut list so I have the least amount of waste as possible. I got different boards with different cuts out of each board. I'm gonna follow that list and make all the cuts all at once, and then we'll assemble the chair. Cutting everything at once, thanks to ChatGPT. Last cut. Hope it all goes together good.
So let's split the stringer board 74.5 inches. We're gonna cut it in half. I'll show you why here in a minute. Let's assemble the lounger chair. It's real quick. And it's real hot out here, by the way. I'm gonna use liquid nails on all joints just to make this thing nice and hard. Don't go nuts on it, just enough to keep it a little tighter than just having screws alone. That's pretty much it. Okay, I'm using these 2.5-inch trim head screws. The reason why trim head, they're smaller heads than deck screws. I'll use deck screws inside of the lounger, but on the outside I use these deck screws just because they got a smaller head and they're not as visible. So when it comes to the stringer boards, those are the boards that will actually hold the slats so the mattress pad can sit on top of. And then I'll attach the stringers using screws and liquid nails. No space under the stringers, right? Straight on the ground. That's going to give you the 1.5 inches on top of the stringers, plus a little bit of reveal so the pad sits down in there. I don't want my pad blowing away in a windstorm. So I want that thing sunk in there, and I think it'll look better too. So let's move forward. No spaces underneath. These stringers are straight to the bottom. I did the math for you already. We basically got to put 1.75 inches in between each 2x6 boards. You can put 6 slats in between at 1.75. I'll liquid nails, and I'll use regular deck screws for this because the screws won't be seen underneath the pad. Okay, with the legs, a little complicated cut here. Nothing major though. You can put notches on both sides. All you gotta do is use an existing 2x8. I use a black marker, it's easy to see. Cut those lines. All right, let's build the arms real quick. Pretty simple, 2 legs. The one leg that I cut already, and then this leg. They're both 12 inches tall. All I need to do is put some liquid nails on top, and we'll probably put 3, maybe 4 in the top here. Hopefully this all fits together nicely. Make sure the crown board, which is the half moon, is downward here. Okay, got the legs ready to go on. We'll put it up this way first. The thing you have to worry about at the back is make sure you're nice and tight against this backboard here. To make sure this part right here isn't overhanging into the frame area. You want this to be flush. So if I feel it, it feels good, I'll put the first one in. Now what we want to do is make sure that the back leg's square. I'll remove this out of the way, I don't need it anymore. You can see right now it needs to come down a little bit like that. Right there, square. So then the front leg, same process. You want to use this square. You can see right now is that this leg's tilted forward this way. Just get it above. So this is nice and tight, which it is now. We're good to go.
Hey, if you like these types of videos and you like to improve the value of your home and your property, just subscribe to the channel and get it over with. It's totally free, it's on me. Okay, we're on the home stretch now. Gonna knock out this backrest real quick. I'm using 2x2 cedar tone for the back frame, and then I'm using the regular 2x6 slats that I used on the bottom part of the chair. The only difference being that I cut them a ½ inch short. So I'm about 25.5 for the backrest. The reason why I did that is so that way when I raise and lower the backrest, it actually fits in the groove nice and snug and not too snug. The back frame's about 23 wide, about 30 long. My pad's 80 inches long, so the front part of the chair is 50 inches, and the back part of the chair is actually 30 inches for a total of 80 inches. It all depends on the size of your pad. The big thing to keep in mind here is to make sure I have the room for the 2x6 jack stud that holds up the backrest. It's about 5.5 inches, so those middle 2x2s have to be pretty close. I think I ran them about 6 inches. Here I am installing the hinges real quick. I've got 3 of these 4-inch black hinges, regular door hinges, no big deal. I just butt the upper part and the bottom part together and apply the hinges. Now the back stud, not tricky at all. I just centered that back hinge. That 2x6 stud is actually level with the bottom of the back board. You'll see here in a minute, I'll add the brace to keep that backboard from having too much stress when it's not in use. Quick little trim piece across the back using liquid nails and the regular trim head screws I used for the rest of the project. Finishes out the space real nice and neat. So I decided to go with the armrest on the lounger because my community poll I put out there, the majority of the people that voted wanted the armrest. Should work great for drinks. Here's that bottom brace I was telling you about. Doesn't have to be anything special. You'll never see it once the chair's upright.
This stuff actually smooths up pretty good, so.
This thing weighs a ton. Had to get the reinforcements. The boy was home. I snagged him and we got her to the back. Just like that, you've got a lounger chair that's going to match your furniture that you already built. Finally, the lounger's done. Time for some RR. A nice cup of coffee on my new chair.
Hey, this is a nice spot for the lounger. That master bathroom remodel done yet?
I guess I'll enjoy the shade in the Pavilion Smokehouse on the matching sofa I made last year. Let me show you the lounger real quick. It's a super simple design and easy to build. The lounger is roughly 3 foot by 7 foot, designed to fit a 26-inch by 80-inch pad. It's a low-profile memory foam that keeps you cool. The backrest has 3 different positions, but more can be added if you want. So what do I have in it? It took me about 6 hours over a few days. I'm all in for just over $200, but you could definitely go cheaper by not adding the armrests around, or actually possibly going 2x4 construction instead of 2x6. But I love the big bulky look of the 2x6s, plus it matches my other furniture. The plans and all the products I used are in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a big thumbs up. Take care, and I'll see you next time.